Hey, what's up guys, it's still from Fino Concept. So today we are going to go through how to edit an entire image with just a single click. Yeah, let's get started. Welcome to Fino Concept. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up Photoshop here, which is what I'm going to be using for this tutorial. And as you can see, I've already preloaded a bunch of images in here, and that is what we are going to use throughout this entire tutorial. So basically what I do is anytime I'm taking pictures of subjects, this is the word that I have been using, this gray background I have here, and as you can see in the images, most of them look alike because it is the exact same word that I have been using throughout. And the only thing I do is just change the background or spice it up a little bit to make it look a bit different. Now anytime I want to edit an image, you can see that I have a bit of darkness over at the edges right around here, and mostly at the bottom here. Sometimes I do forget to put a reflector down to reflect most of the light and bounce it up. Sometimes I do forget, so I just edit them in Photoshop afterwards. Now if you haven't heard of actions in Photoshop, that is basically what we are going to use. So if you've heard of it, don't leave just yet. Maybe you may learn a thing or two that you already didn't know about. So if you want to access actions, just go into window and you should find it somewhere around here, which is this Alt F9. I have mine clicked over here. So as you can see, there are a bunch of actions that I can use. Now when we talk of actions, what it basically means is you record a particular set of actions. So left clicking, right clicking, dragging and dropping, all of that stuff, they are all particular activities within Photoshop. So after recording it, you save it up, and anytime you access that particular action, you just click on it. It does exactly what you did previously. It applies the whole effect on it, just like that. So enough talking, let me just show you. So I have what I call export. Export basically means it should export for me. Logo, if I just click on logo or I play logo here, as you can see, this is the play button. It's going to apply my logo for me, as you can see, which is down here. Now you can go ahead and add in some effects if you want. If I click on export, it's also going to export it for me, but I'm not going to do that. Now if you take a look at the logo, for example, we have a place icon, that is the logo itself. I place it in there and I set it to a particular position, so you can see the x-axis, the y-axis, the height and the width and all of that. If you take a look at export, you can see it exports and then it closes up the application or closes up the image. So this is the export I use, save for web, a JPEG, quality of 70, blah blah blah. So it basically saves everything for me. Now this is what I typically do. So if I go into studio, you can see that I have a set of actions. Now if I just click on it, this is what happens, and as you can see, it creates all of these layers for me. Now if I go ahead and turn them off and turn them back on, this is what I have. And this is more or less like the baseline for all my editing, especially for these sort of indoor shoots. So I'm going to show you how I did this. Let's go ahead and delete this whole thing. So let's go ahead and create a new one. Let's call this, no, you click on the plus icon, which is right here. Let's call this studio tutorial. Then we click on record. Now the moment we click on record, everything we do, Photoshop saves it up. If it is an effect, it saves it up. If it is a dimension, it saves it up. If it is cropping, we crop the image, it will save. Whatever we do is going to record that particular action. So I click on record, and now we know we have that studio tutorial, and it's, as you can see down here, it is recording. So everything I'm going to do is going to save it up here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is actually grab the quick selection tool. Now once I do that, I'll be able to select subject. So I'll click on select subject. So I have my subject selected, and as you can see down here, it started with what's the quick selection tool, select subject. Now with the subject selected, I'll right click and go to copy via layer via copy rather, and as you can see, it also brings it down here. Now I'll go back to my background, so I'll click on background and it also saves up here. And with the background, I'm going to add in an effect, so I'll select a gray color somewhere here from the background. I'll click on OK, and as you can see, it selects the foreground color. Then what I'll do is I'll go into the adjustment panel, which is down here, middle icon, and I'll click on gradients. So with the gradients, I'll just apply it however I want, so something like this should be fine. I usually do this just to hide the dark portions of the background, so I'll just pull somewhere around here. I think that looks okay. I can go ahead and play with the scale as well, but I'm just going to leave it at probably 150 should be just fine. Linear, everything is okay, and I'll click on OK. Now I don't like how it is fading in like so, so what I'll do is I'll replace, or I'll probably turn down the opacity. So as you can see, we have the make fill layer, which is the gradients we just created. So I reduce the opacity to about 50%, and now it has that also selected. So once I am done with this, I think basically this is all of the effects I have in there. So I can also add in my logo in case you don't want to do any form of retouching or anything like that. You can also do that. So if I take a look, or if you take a look at this image right here, if I select the studio tutorial, which we just added all of these actions in there, and just click on play, it should do the exact same thing as I did initially. So just click on play selection, wait for it to load for a while because this is going to take some time. And as you can see, it has done exactly what we wanted. So basically this is my baseline. If I go back here and do the exact same thing, and you see this is what we get. So if I go ahead and group this and hide the eyeball, you can see that it is already getting us some form of baseline for our editing. So basically that's what I do for all of my indoor shots. Before I start exporting, this is what I do. I already have my preset there, and if you want to make any changes, all you have to do is just delete the layer or the particular part you don't want to work with. Just check the eyeball off and recreate it. But if for some reason you made a mistake with the action and you want to go back and correct it, no problem. So let's just say for some reason I don't like duplicating the current layer. I can just go ahead and click delete and click on OK. Now it's no more there. So if I go ahead and close all of this up and click back to studio tutorial and click here, we should expect that there's not going to be a duplicated image at the end. As you can see, it doesn't have that. So I'll go ahead and delete that one too as well, or probably just undo. So let's just say at the part where we have the fill layer, we don't want that gray color again. We are going to select the black color. If we click on play, it should also apply it in there for us. So basically that's it. If you are also interested in applying your logo on it several times rather than just on the normal circumstance, you come to where your logo is, drag it, open Photoshop, drop it in there, resize it however you want, and just click on OK and probably put it there and save it up. It is a lot of work. Just create one action and apply it on your images countless times. So basically that is it. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch more of our videos, hit that subscribe button, and as always, don't forget to share with your family and friends. This is Theo from Final Concept, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.